One of the artists that played this was another famous artist named Sheryl Crow. Sheryl fell in love with the sound of this because it's a 1930s warm, woody tone. And so what she did, she took that drive and that inspiration and created a guitar with us in the last year that's a Southern Jumbo, which is a little bit thinner in size. This is not released yet. This is a prototype, and this is the guitar that Sheryl has been playing for the last 6 months in her songwriting and touring. And this will be called the Sheryl Crow Southern Jumbo Special Edition. Now, why is it called a Southern Jumbo Special Edition? First of all, it's because it's based off of a 1942 Southern Jumbo. The special edition part was Sheryl's desire to make this guitar have the maximum volume, tone, dynamic range, and the best pickup in the world. So what we did was we put red spruce top, just like Jackson's, and just like that old J200 you saw, big wide grained, red spruce top with red spruce bracing, which gives us a really warm and a powerful tone and a powerful dynamic range. We used an open slotted bridge, which comes from that era in the 1930s and 40s, which gives us a more powerful tone. She had us create this with the classic parallelogram mother of pearl inlays, which people have been loving since 1940s.
It's a standard Southern Jumbo feature.
Yes,
anyway.
yes, it is. And if you notice on the headstock, it has the old 1940s only a Gibson good enough banner. Now there is something newer on this, even though the tuners look a little vintage. These are made by Waverly. These are the Ivroyd Waverly open back nickel tuners. Very, very nicely created, nicely machined tuners. And they're like Jackson's, except Jackson's are gold.
What do you have in the way of electronics? You mentioned that you got a special electronics package in here.
This guitar is a special pickup that's underneath the actual bridge plate inside the guitar. And there are two very, very specially created transducers that are handmade by a man named Gary Hall. And it's called a Trance Audio Amulet system. And this is a pickup system that we didn't create. An inventor named Gary Hull created it, and Jackson Browne brought it to our attention years ago because he was performing and everyone was completely knocked out by the natural acoustic tone in large concerts that he was achieving. So we looked into this pickup with him, and now that Sheryl heard it in Jackson's model, she's converted her whole group's arsenal to this pickup. It's inside the instrument, it's a low impedance system, and it has a sound. Well, the best way I can put it, if you have a Trance Audio Amulet in your guitar, it sounds exactly like the guitar. You can turn on the speaker, listen to it, turn it off, you hear the same sound with the exception it's louder when you plug it in. So Sheryl has been touched by inspiration, and we're very, very proud and pleased to release this guitar later this year. She's currently writing a new album, which I hear is acoustic in nature and is more like Americana with a little bit of touch of country. So we're excited to see where that leads, and this guitar will be a part of that journey for her. So
that's everything you got this year? That's new? All right. Well, Robbie?
Core things.